Geminis, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your 2023 reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, let's just get started. Let's get your cards out for Gemini. Ooh, what is going to be happening in 2023 for our Geminis? Any advice from the universe is very welcome for our Geminis. Please, universe. What do they need to know, be aware of? Get that where it goes. That one wants to come out for Geminis. Okay, let's see what we have here. Quite a few. Quite a few. Before we get started, before I put these cards down, I did pull out a card from the universe for 2023 for you. For everyone for 2023, they all get the same card. And it says, I want continual joyous growth. Well, let's read it. Let's find out what it says on the back side. I am a growth-seeking being, and it is exhilarating to remember that expansion is not only natural, but inevitable. I love knowing that joy is simply a choice. So since my expansion is inevitable, I choose to have it in joy. Lovely. Definitely choose joy. We need joy out there in the world. Joy is just as contagious as anything else. Well, we almost have all the cards we need for even the second part of the reading. So Geminis, these are general readings for 2023. If they don't resonate, you can check your moon sign, which you can find online, many websites, or get a private reading from someone you trust. I do private readings. That is my specialty, and I am running a special for $20 for a two-part reading like you will see here, and sometimes a little more. Or you can get a three-part reading for $25. That's my normal, okay? So, let's get started. All cards are male or female. The overall energy of your reading is the Queen of Pentacles, Gemini. Well, this is where your head's at. Your head is looking, you are looking at that pentacle. You are contemplating your future. What does it look like? You know, pentacles are about security and stability, commitment, groundedness. I think you're really looking for something or someone solid to come into your life. Oh, also, this is an earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn might be strong in someone's chart around your reading. Up in your highest energy is the Four of Wands. Wow. This is a soulmate energy, very, very powerful, very strong. Lots of joy, lots of love, union between two people, celebrations. This can be a card of marriage. I think that you want to find someone that you can marry and spend the rest of your life with. Now let's keep reading. Maybe you already know them, maybe you don't. If this is your reading, let's keep going. I have the Star card next to the Four of Wands and right above the Queen of Pentacles. This is the card for Aquarius, so Aquarius could be strong in someone's chart around this reading. The energy, though, is your energy. You've been through some deep healing. 2022 put you in a place where you did have to go through a lot of deep healing, and you still might be in it. This is seeing your own reflection in that pool of water, remembering the bare essence of who you are, what you want, what you don't want from life. Very spiritual card. So you've been through a lot of healing. You know what you want. You need something stable. You want a lot of love. You want some commitment. You're looking for that forever person. I have the King of Swords, Gemini. This is your card, air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Aquarius is right next to it. One of those signs might be strong in someone else's chart too around this reading. But there you are. You have your sword up. You've gone through this healing, or you're going through this healing, and you're becoming more protective of yourself. You're looking for the truth. You're looking for the clarity. You're not just going to give out your heart to anyone. Okay, so you're becoming very strong and seeking the truth and the clarity. I have the Ace of Pentacles here, right under the Four of Wands and next to the Queen of Pentacles. I think you will have an offer coming in 2023. This is the offer. It's huge. Commitment, security, stability. Oh my gosh. And it's right between the Four of Wands, the soulmate card. I think you have a soulmate coming in. And you wanting your soulmate and trying to find the right person to spend the rest of your life with. I think it might happen for you this year. I have the Hangman. Well, I say this year, I mean in 2023. I have the Hangman next to the Queen of Pentacles and under the King of Swords. You've been hanging out on your own. I know you've been doing a lot of healing, if this is your reading. You've been enlightened. Look at the head is all lit up. You've really been enlightened about what you need to do and how you need to move forward. And I think that's why you're putting your sword up and you're just keeping focused on that pentacle. It's like you're going to make sure that whoever comes towards you is available, committable, and lovable. I have the Fool right under the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you have leaped into some relationships a little too fast, maybe, and were expecting an offer of commitment. Maybe you did get an offer of commitment that did not last because you went through so much deep healing. But it's fun. It's living in the moment, you know, throwing caution to the wind, bouncing along with your head in the clouds. But what happens is you come to the edge of the cliff. And when you come to the edge of the cliff, you start to look forward towards the future, towards commitment, security, stability. And normally both people are not on the same track at the same time. So let's keep reading. I have the Queen of Cups next to the Fool and under the Queen of Pentacles. You've been spending your time here too in trying to figure out love. What is it going to look like? Is it ever going to come in? You have all kinds of love questions. This cup is full of answers. So your mind really goes there a lot. This is the only cup in the deck with a lid on it. There's little windows all the way around that cup. And you're trying to peer in that cup for the answers. This is water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer that might be strong in someone's chart around this reading. So here you are, very mature-minded. You got kings and queens all over the place. You got a king right here. So you are thinking very maturely as you move forward in 2023. You've been enlightened about some decisions that you've made, and you're now in self-protective state here in 2023, not to just accept any old offer. There's a soulmate coming in, and this is a very strong soulmate. It's what you're waiting for. I have the King of Wands. King of Wands is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that might be strong in someone's chart around this reading. But this is your energy, and you're holding on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand, and the other hand is on your hip. You're ready. You're ready in 2023 to move forward for a fresh start, a new beginning. So it's like the right person comes along, they're available, they're committable, they answer your questions correctly, like you find that they have what it is that you're looking for. You will get up, move forward with them, and I think that's a soulmate coming in. Let's take out the second part of this reading. There is more to it than just the first part of this reading. So, Geminis. I just need one more card. Interesting so far. One more card. There we go. Okay. I have the Page of Cups next to the King of Swords. Someone is going to return, and they're going to have some type of apology, I think, for putting you in this state here of healing. Page of Cups. Immature love. There's a fish in a cup. Pisces might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But I feel like there's an apology coming in. Someone who might want to rekindle. Let's just keep reading. I have the Five of Pentacles next to the Page of Cups. You are in a state of loneliness here when this offer comes in. You have been just kind of keeping to yourself. I already know that because I have the Hangman here. But you've been enlightened while you've been in this state. But they made you feel rejected. They either ghosted you or broke up with you or, just left you out in the cold. That's what it feels like. It's a very sad, downtrodden card. But I feel like they're coming back to apologize for doing that to you. This person, I have the Two of Cups right next to the Five of Pentacles. They weren't only a soulmate, they were your best friend and lover. They were treating this relationship as if it was a friends with benefits. Because remember, we started with the energy of the Fool here. So, perhaps that's how they saw the relationship. I think you started to look forward, wanted more out of the relationship, and they weren't ready. But it feels like they're coming back. I think they're changing. I think they're growing as a person. And they want to come back, and they want to have a meeting of the heart and of the minds and of the souls. I have the Chariot under the Page of Cups and next to the Hangman. Chariot says you're moving forward. This is the card for Cancer, by the way, so Cancer might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. You can move fast if you snap those reins. Those sphinxes can get up and they can book. But, so you're being enlightened about what happened in this relationship. You're hanging out on your own. You're doing a lot of deep healing, a lot of deep thinking, and you're wanting to move forward in 2022. This apology comes in, and I feel like it will get you on the path to moving forward. It has something to do with this other person. I think it's whoever you were in the energy of the Fool with. I have the Devil card, the card for Capricorn, only because of the horns. So the energy here, though, is toxic. I feel like they were attached to someone else. See the chains? It's like bondage. It's like you're attached to someone who is attached to someone or something else. So there might have been some sort of letting go of an addiction. There might have been some sort of letting go of a third party or an interfering party. See the Devil waving goodbye? Or they've learned how to handle whatever situation this is to take away the toxicity. I think the Devil's leaving. They're saying goodbye because it's right next to the Chariot. And then it's next to the Knight of Wands. And this is that energy of running in and out of your life. They run in, male or female now, with a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, and they run out with a staff of passion. I think they did that in this relationship. You were living in the energy of the Fool with this person, if this is your reading, and I think they're the ones that are coming back. They're the ones that are letting some things go in 2023. I have the Two of Swords under the Chariot next to the King of Wands. Yeah, you weren't, I think you stayed in this relationship a little longer than you probably should have or had to by not dealing with it. because I think you went a while expecting more than they were giving. Your heart is guarded, your swords are up in self-protection, the blindfold's on like you don't want to deal with it, you don't want to see it because you don't want to get hurt. So I think you kind of stayed and you kind of were blocking moving forward, and moving forward it's right next to these cards. So next to the Two of Swords here, I have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is right under the Devil card, that toxic energy that feels like it's leaving. And they're coming in with this apology. And it's like they're growing as a person. They're learning, they're feeling what is most important to them now. Things are changing in their lives, which is going to change your life. I have the Hierophant. So, you know, here's the commitment, the security, stability, traditional values, traditional morals. The card for Taurus, by the way, so Taurus might be strong in someone's chart here. Remember, the Queen of Pentacles surrounds the entire reading, and that is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy. I do feel like they're leaving this toxic energy to come back and apologize and try to get back in your good graces and to rekindle this relationship is how I feel. I feel like you're very guarded against it, against even the thought now of having a relationship with this person. But they are definitely a soulmate. They're a very strong soulmate. When you were in the Fool's energy, they were more of a friends with benefits. They did have love for you. So those are two big cups of love. But they're changing, and they're thinking about commitment. I got the Page of Pentacles under the Knight of Wands and next to the Hierophant. They're in the beginning stages of thinking about the future now, just like you were. You were thinking about the Ace of Pentacles. It's kind of like maybe you brought it up and it kind of stuck in their mind and they can't shake it. I think that's what's getting them to make the changes necessary to move forward with you. So when they come in with an apology, just make sure that they have let go of whatever toxic energies that were holding them back, that they're not going to be running in and out of your life and will not be just abandoning you or treating you like a friends of benefits, that you want out of the Fool's energy. I'm going to take out an angel card here. Let's see what your guardian angels and spirit guides have for you for 2023. Wow. So, you know, there's a connection here between you and someone that you have been healing over very, very deeply. Okay, let's take out a card here from the angel deck for you. Let's see what they have for you for Geminis. I think it's up here. Put on my glasses. It's card number 2. It says go within. So I'm going to read it to you. You are a very intuitive person, and there are many wonderful insights that lie waiting inside you. Take time to be quiet and reflect upon the desires of your heart through meditation or prayer. There's no need to take action right now. Be patient with yourself. So be patient with yourself. It kind of feels like let them come to you, okay? This is your reading, Geminis. So for those of you, you know, so I know I can hear you now. I can hear some of you already. Some of you are saying, there's no way, I'm never going to let him come back, ever, ever. But you know, when things actually happen, or you're faced with things, or you find out they've actually taken the time and made the effort to come forward, that could make a difference. And for those of you who want them to come forward and want them to leave this other energy behind, you're going to be so happy when they return. And look, we've got the Hierophant here. You may end up, and the Ace of Pentacles, you may end up in a huge commitment with them. So, Geminis, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot, and I want to thank my guardian angels and my spirit guides for helping me deliver this message.